This is a short demonstration to show you how the Rightmove and RM School Finder sites work well together to help you choose properties and also the schools for your children after your move. So here we're starting with a search for a 4-bed detached house in Marlborough. We've found one that we like the look of, and we now want to check out the schools in that area, the immediately surrounding area. So on the Rightmove site you can see there's the Map and Schools tab. So if you click this, you can choose to show primary and secondary schools in the area. Here we're looking for a primary school. This is the property and these are the different primary schools that are around it. So let's take a look at one of those. You can see here there's a link saying RM School Finder. So if you click this, a new window opens and you see lots of the publicly available data all pulled together in one place about that school. So if the head's chosen to fill in a profile about the school, you'll see how the school describes itself, and you'll be able to pop through straight to take a look at the school website. But you'll also see the published exam results. So here we've got a primary school, state primary school, so you've got the Key Stage 2 results. And for each one of these there's a little bit of an explanation about what the measure means, what the national average is, and how that school's done for that particular measure. And you'll also see the source for that information because it's all published data. So you can also see the Ofsted inspections there and link through to the Ofsted site. You can see the school catchment and capacity, which together with the postcode that you're looking at gives you an idea of whether you're likely to be able to get in, although you should always check the local authority sites for the actual catchment areas. So there's lots of information there that gives you a good first feel for what the school might be like and how appropriate that school might be for your child. So that's a clue in itself. You can also look how that school compares against other primary schools that are immediately around it. So you choose, here we're looking for maintained state schools. So if we just rerun that search, you then get a map with all of the surrounding primary schools listed out and how far away they are from the school that you've centred the search around, which in this case is the Pre-Shoot Church of England school that we found on Rightmove. So you might want to compare a few. So if we just look at those schools that would take our child through to 11. And then you can choose to compare. You can also just choose to click the nearest 10. So again, you can see lots of information about those schools. Here though, it's laid out slightly differently and you can compare and contrast those results relative to one another between the different schools. So you can see the Ofsted inspections laid out and compare and contrast those. Lots of profile information about the school. So it might be that you prefer a smaller school for your child, for instance, and you're interested in that particular school. So let's take a look at that one. You can see how well they do on their Key Stage 2 results, what their inspection results have been like. You can also just check which properties, so you quite like the area, but you could check which properties are immediately next to that school because they're probably the ones that fall into the catchment for that school. So you can click back to the Rightmove site here. So find a property near the school for sale. See this button? You might want to set an upper limit to the search. So within 1 mile, finding properties. And here we go. So we can see a family home near the school that we've just selected. And sure enough, when we check the Map and Schools tab, there's our school. And you can see how far away it is from the property itself. So, a really easy way of making the sites work together to check out the schools near properties you're interested in. Look a little bit more broadly. If you've got an area that you're interested in, and you just want to make sure that you've got the most appropriate school for your child in that area, and discover new properties that are right next to your preferred school. So a really easy way of shortlisting properties and schools together so that you make the right move for your family.